A very good day to you all. Today, me and my group will be doing a PowerPoint presentation on community-based tourism for the unit TS310, Tourism in Less Developed Countries. My group members are Upeshna, Taiba, and myself, Shahista. What is community-based tourism? Community-based tourism activities are seen as a forum for local communities to bring economic benefit from tourists by providing their local products with the natural community-based resources and culture that make them special, ranging from the local lifestyle. As you can see in this image, locals and tourists are doing farming. Hence, it means that community-based tourism is widely known to be managed and owned by the local communities in order for the community to engage with the rest of the world through tourist visits to the community and the promotion of its culture. It is also a way for agencies and non-government organizations to assist the community in being accepted by the rest of the world. Strength. Community-based tourism is important and beneficial. It transfers a decision-making to a community level, provides employment, infrastructural development such as road, water, electricity, telecommunication, internet, and etc. Superstructuring, construction and structure covering area, preservation of culture, foreign exchange, the development of medical centers, improves standard of living, ability to establish strong partnership with external parties. Weaknesses, culture degradation, environmental destruction, host countries fail to profit due to government inability to remove taxes, marginal employment, low profits, production of illicit and harmful economic activities, seasonal employment, unrealistic aspirations, anti-discriminatory conspiracy, elite land ownership, negative lifestyle, redirected and forced development, poor framework and policies for community-based tourism, poor leadership representatives. Different levels for community participation. In the context of tourism development and heritage management, three types of community participation can be identified. Firstly, cohesive participation, induced participation, and spontaneous participation. Firstly, cohesive participation by the community refers to the least participation of the residents in the development of tourism. These participation is limited to several predefined activities that focus on the promotion of tourist destination and have few economic advantages. Secondly, induced participation of the community, while local residents play a role in the management of heritage and tourism, they do not have a real control and power over the decision taken by the authorities. Thirdly, spontaneous participation. Local citizens have the ability to make decisions and monitor the planning processes. This task is done by Taiba as well as the next slide. Selection of area, which is Singatoka Valley. The area is known as Salad Bow and also Rugby Town. In the interior of Singatoka, this fertility valley has large productivity farm, vegetables and livestock and market gardens which provide fresh products to the level one level as well as overseas. On the riverbanks of the Sigatoka River, there are dozens of little villages. Many are visited on a safari river tour in order to feel like Fijians' life in the village. When you get out of the narrow Coral Coast tourist corridor and head inland, you begin to see how the Fijians are truly living. Life is tough, and for these people, money is tight. They are livelihood farmers and rely on the market sales to access goods to buy the necessity of life. The well-known poultry village of Nakambuto is only a few miles inland from Sigatoka. You do not have to go there to purchase poultry. It's sold at several Coral Coast market stalls. However, to see how the pots are made, it makes a very interesting trip. Very simple and old techniques, particularly in the process of firing. On my personal experience, I have been to Nakamoto Pottery Village and it is really a very beautiful place. I have seen how they make their potteries. They use a soil which is known as clay soil. They use them to make different types of pots as well as designed pots and designed little turtles, little flowers, and all other types of pottery. It is really a beautiful place to visit. Hence, this feature makes the valley suitable for our project. Planning and decision making. Local communities are essential for conserving and developing the natural environment. Some steps for including local communities in planning and decision making include evaluation of needs, planning, mobilization, education, and implementation, observation, and analyzation. On to activities, products, and expert experiences in Asuka Valley. This slide and the other two slides is done by Upeshna. You will also be treated to the traditional kava welcoming ceremony in Singatoka Valley. Nahingato River Safari, get a taste of local life on this half-a-day adventure to Fiji's scenic Singatoka Valley, which is known as the country's salad bowl, as said earlier, due to its abundance of small farms and market. Hiking, horse riding is one of the famous. Sunday's church service, village tours, farm tours, fruits, vegetable farms, livestock, flower farms, chapa making, weaving, art and culture, historical tours, Indo-Fijian cultural experiences. Economic and social culture benefits for the community. Community-based tourism encourages suitable tourism on a broader scale, which is critical to combat climate change such as rising levels at sea, opportunities for employment, direct, indirect, and seasonal jobs, conduct to talk and preserve traditional cultures, alternative source of revenue reduced to the way in the community, they will need they will then invest for a single source of income, speculation unforeseen, jobs lead to an improved life tended, reduction of leakage owned and run by members of the community. Community tourism also gives women the ability to contribute to the success community tourism operations such as weaving, mecca, preparations of foodstuffs, and many more. Challenges. Social culture challenges, conflicts between stakeholders and landowners on the use of natural resources. Secondly, insufficient education or lack of training, or we can say skills in the community, is also one challenge that has been identified in Singatoka Valley. The most important phase of the process of tourism community planning are to increase understanding of tourism and future developments in the community. Project monitoring and group involvement. Financial. Efficient communication campaign to promote ads that enables prospective customers to engage in the intensive plan. Cost efficiency, ensuring cost efficiency employment engagement. Environmental, it is commonly practiced and promoted to ensure sustainability and ecotourism. We need holistic preparations, land desertification. References. These are the references which we use to get our information in compiling our community-based tourism PowerPoint presentation. Thank you for your